All right, so get this. You can actually learn English by watching movies and TV shows.
Really?
I know, right? It sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
But today we're diving deep into how it works.
Okay.
You want to learn efficiently, right?
Yeah.
And have fun doing it.
Of course.
Well, this method is like sneaking veggies into a delicious smoothie. You
Nice.
get all the good stuff without even realizing it.
That's awesome.
Exactly. And the cool part is it's not just about memorizing words, you know?
Right.
This method helps you develop a feel for the language the way native speakers actually use it.
Interesting.
Like in everyday conversations, you know?
Yeah.
Our source for this deep dive is a conversation between two language enthusiasts,
Okay.
Ohm and Perry.
Good.
They've laid out this awesome strategy for learning English with movies, and trust me,
Okay.
you're going to love this.
I'm excited.
So are you ready to ditch the textbooks and grab some popcorn?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Let's break down this method step by step.
All right.
The first step might seem a bit unexpected.
Oh.
Active listening.
Active listening.
Ohm and Perry suggest you start by watching a scene from your favorite movie or show. But here's the catch.
Okay.
Without any subtitles.
Oh, wow.
I know it sounds kind of crazy,
Yeah.
but there's a powerful reason behind it.
Okay.
When you're forced to rely solely on your ears,
Mm-hmm.
your brain has to work harder to decipher the meaning.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
your brain shifts into high gear, you know,
Yeah.
actively searching for familiar words and phrases.
Interesting.
It's like when you're trying to eavesdrop on a juicy conversation,
Uh-huh.
your ears perk up
Right.
and you focus intently.
Exactly.
That's the kind of engagement we're talking about.
I see.
And don't worry if you don't understand everything at first.
Okay.
The goal isn't to catch every single word.
Right.
It's about training your ears to recognize the sounds of English,
Okay.
the rhythm, the intonation, becoming familiar with the overall flow of the conversation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now I know what you're thinking.
What am I thinking?
You're like, but I'm just starting out. I won't understand anything.
Well, yeah, kind of.
And that's totally fine.
Okay, good.
This is where the next step comes in.
Okay.
Building context.
Context.
It's like setting the stage for a deeper understanding.
Okay.
Exactly. Ohm and Perry suggest watching the same scene again, but this time with subtitles.
Okay, there's a
But
subtitle.
here's the twist.
Okay.
In your native language.
That's interesting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like having a secret decoder ring.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting the gist of the scene, you know,
Right.
understanding the plot, following the flow of the conversation,
Yeah.
all in a language that you're comfortable with.
That makes a lot of sense.
Think of it as laying a foundation.
Okay.
You're absorbing the meaning and the emotional context of the scene,
Right.
which makes the next step, watching with English subtitles, much more effective.
Gotcha.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
You've primed your brain with all this background information, and now it's ready to connect the spoken words
Right.
with their written counterparts.
I see.
This is where the real magic of language learning happens.
Cool.
And as you rewatch the scene with English subtitles,
Okay.
you'll start recognizing those common phrases and expressions that Ohm and Perry talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Those everyday phrases that make the language come alive, you know, things
Yeah.
like spill the tea or no way, Jose.
Exactly.
And each time you rewatch the scene, you'll pick up something new,
Right.
reinforce your understanding, and naturally expand your vocabulary.
It's all about repetition.
It's all about repeated exposure.
Yeah.
The more you hear and see these phrases in context, the more they become ingrained in your memory.
Exactly.
But the learning doesn't stop there.
It doesn't.
Get ready, because Ohm and Perry have a challenge for you.
Oh, challenge. Okay.
After watching the scene now with the English subtitles,
Yeah.
they want you to retell it as if you were explaining it to a friend.
Wow.
I know, right?
That's a good idea.
This is where you move from passive learning to active application. By putting those new words and phrases into your own words, you're internalizing the grammar structures and solidifying your understanding.
Right.
It's like taking that puzzle you just put together and rearranging the pieces to create your own unique design.
That's a great analogy.
Don't be afraid to speak out loud,
Yeah, okay.
even if it feels silly.
Yeah.
Imagine you're sending a voice note to a friend summarizing what just happened in the scene.
I like that.
You're basically becoming the storyteller,
Uh-huh.
recreating the scene with your newfound vocabulary.
Cool.
And guess what?
Why?
There's one more step to really make that knowledge stick.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
It's all about writing.
Writing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perry suggests taking those storytelling skills to the next level. You know,
Oh, okay.
you just retold the story verbally.
Yeah.
Now try writing a summary of the scene.
Okay.
Or even rewriting some of the dialogue
Gotcha.
in your own words.
I love that. It's like taking all those fresh phrases you've picked up and weaving them into your own personal tapestry of English.
Exactly.
Don't worry about being a perfect novelist here.
Yeah.
Just focus on getting those words flowing.
Right.
Think of it like jotting down notes for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Capturing the essence of the scene in a way that makes sense to you.
What's powerful here is that writing forces you to slow down.
Right.
And really think about how you're using the language.
Okay.
It's one thing to passively recognize a phrase,
Yeah.
but it's another level entirely to actively use it in your own writing.
It's like the difference between admiring a beautiful painting and actually picking up a brush and trying to recreate it yourself.
Yeah.
That act of creation, you know, even if it's just a quick sketch, exemplifies the learning in a whole new way.
And as you write, you'll naturally start to notice things you might have missed before.
Okay.
Maybe you'll realize you need to look up a specific word.
Right.
Or double-check a grammar rule.
Yeah.
That process of questioning and exploring deepens your understanding even further.
And here's the best part, as Perry pointed out.
Great.
The true brilliance of this entire method lies in the combination of listening and reading.
Interesting.
Think about it. You're immersing yourself in the language from multiple angles.
Right.
You're training your ear to recognize spoken English,
Uh-huh.
your eyes to decipher written English,
Mm-hmm.
and your brain to make those connections between the two.
It's like you're creating this multi-sensory learning experience.
Exactly.
And it goes beyond just vocabulary.
Right.
You're starting to pick up on idioms, slang,
Okay.
even cultural references that give the language its unique flavor and personality.
You're not just learning about English.
Right.
You're experiencing it, living it, breathing it.
Exactly.
It's that kind of immersive experience that leads to true fluency, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And think about how this method aligns with your goals as a learner.
Okay.
You want to learn efficiently, right?
Of course.
This method is all about maximizing your time and effort by leveraging something you already enjoy,
Right.
watching movies and TV shows.
And remember what we said at the beginning?
Yeah,
You want to enjoy the process.
exactly.
This method is all about making learning fun and engaging.
It is.
You get to choose movies and shows that interest you.
Right.
So it never feels like a chore.
It's like sneaking a workout into a dance class.
I like that.
You're getting all the benefits without even realizing you're putting in the effort.
Yeah.
And that, my friend, is the secret to successful language learning.
So we've unpacked this awesome method for learning English with movies and TV shows, from active listening to writing summaries.
Right.
It's really about immersing yourself in the language in a way that feels natural and enjoyable.
Exactly.
No more boring textbooks or tedious grammar drills.
Yeah, it's about transforming something you already enjoy, watching movies, into a powerful learning experience.
I like it.
And it's not just about picking up a few new words here and there, you know. This method helps you develop a feel for the language,
Yeah.
the way native speakers actually use it in everyday conversations.
That's the goal, right?
Exactly. And the best part is you're in control.
Okay.
You get to choose the movies and shows that you're excited about.
Right.
So the learning process never feels like a chore.
Makes sense.
It's like having your own personal language tutor,
Yeah.
guiding you through the nuances of English, using your favorite stories as a backdrop.
Think about a time when you learned something effortlessly,
Okay.
almost without even realizing it, you know? Maybe you picked up a new skill by playing a game,
Yeah.
or you absorbed information naturally through a hobby you love.
Right.
This method taps into that same kind of effortless learning experience.
Interesting.
It's like when you learn to ride a bike.
Okay.
You weren't focused on memorizing the physics of balance where you just hopped on and started pedaling.
Right.
And eventually it all clicked. This method is about creating that same kind of immersive, intuitive learning environment for English.
I see.
And remember, language learning is a journey,
Yeah.
not a destination.
It's about embracing the process, enjoying the little victories along the way, and celebrating every step forward you make.
So true.
Now, as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a challenge,
Okay.
a call to action.
I'm ready.
What movie or show will you start learning from today?
That is a great question.
Think about a movie or show you've been wanting to watch. Maybe a classic film you've always loved, or a new series that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
Now imagine watching it, not just for entertainment,
Okay.
but as an opportunity to immerse yourself in the English language.
Right.
To absorb those everyday expressions. To hear those natural rhythms and intonations.
Yeah.
This is your chance to put this method into action.
Okay.
To transform your screen time into a powerful learning experience.
I love that.
Choose your movie, grab your popcorn,
Yeah.
and get ready to embark on a fun and exciting language learning adventure.
Sounds good to me.
Remember, every scene is a learning opportunity. Every word you hear, every phrase you read, every sentence you write
Right.
brings you one step closer to fluency.
Awesome.
So hit that play button and get ready to unlock a whole new level of understanding and confidence in your English skills.
Happy learning. That sounds great. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll see you next time.